Hi, I'm Laura Ray, and today we're going to talk about brands that actually care about mature women. Now, I noticed when I turned 50, I'm 56 now, that I was pretty much invisible in the beauty world. I would go to stores like Sephora and Ulta, places that I love to shop, but I wouldn't see any women pictured that were my age. I saw all people in their late teens, early 20s, maybe up to 30s. There is a lot of discrimination against women over 50 in the beauty world. I remember one time going into Ulta. This was when I first started my channel, and I went to buy a gold lipstick that I wanted to use to highlight the center of the lips. And one of the employees at Ulta said, "Oh, you're buying this for your daughter?" And I said, "No, I'm buying this for me." And she gave me a look. And if that look could have said anything, it was just like, what is a woman your age doing with a lipstick like that? Prior to making this video, I asked all of you, my dear subscribers, I wanted to know, how do you feel about these makeup brands? Does it matter to you whether they feature mature women or not? And over 80% of you said it really did matter to you. I also asked you to suggest brands that you like that do feature mature women. So that's what I'll be talking about in this video. 15 years ago, back in 2005, it was so rare to see a mature woman in an ad. I had just turned around 41 then, I guess, and I didn't even see women in their 40s. Well, Revlon was revolutionary because they chose Susan Sarandon, who was 58 at the time, for their ads. Revlon is one of my favorite brands for lipstick and cream eyeshadows. I just absolutely have so many. I have shown all year and before their cream eyeshadows. I love these for the lid, for the sparkly shades like I'm doing today. I often add them over powder. They're very hydrating. They're very economical compared with some of the other brands that can run $30 or $40 for a cream shadow. These are all under $10. They work beautifully on mature skin. Now, their lipsticks always have very hydrating ingredients. They've come out with some matte this year that are very hydrating, so I'm excited about that. But they are definitely a brand that respects mature women. I have to say my favorite makeup brand is Flower Beauty. I absolutely love Flower Beauty. And what I also love, besides the products working great on my mature skin, is the message behind Flower Beauty. Drew Barrymore started this company, and she feels the same way that I do, that aging is a luxury. I am just so happy that I'm here at 56, for one thing, and that's how Drew feels. Now, she's younger than me. She's in her 40s. She's 45, but she also wants to be a role model for her daughters, and that's how I felt. That's why I started my YouTube channel. I saw myself fading at age 50 and not doing things that I loved anymore. And I thought, what kind of role model am I being if I don't live my dream and do what I want to do? And that's why I started my channel, to inspire other women and my own two daughters to live their dream. Now, I could go on and on because pretty much every Flower Beauty product that I've tried, I love. But today I wanted to show one that I haven't shown in a long time or shown before, and that's their Light Illusion Concealer. I love how thin this is. Thinness of product with enough pigment is really important, and that's what I get from this concealer. Also, her powder, I have it in the translucent. I actually have it in my school bag of makeup that I take because I put it on every day. This is in a shade, this is in beige, but her powder, I have said, is equal to Charlotte Tilbury, and I stand by that. It really is amazing. And then, of course, her Heat Wave Bronzing Essence. I've talked about this so much. Every one of you that's ordered it, it feels like at least, has written me back and said, wow, that stuff is amazing. Like, I look tan, I look healthy. I get so many compliments when I wear it. So I just feel like the Flower Beauty line just hits a home run for women in the mature community. Back in 2005, CoverGirl also chose a mature woman as their model, and it was Christy Brinkley. She was 51 at the time, and of course we've seen her in many of their ads. I get so excited when I see models being hired that are my mom's age. My mom's 78, she's the generation ahead of me, and that just gives me so much to look forward to when I see that. CoverGirl hired Mae Musk at 72 years old, and that's something to shout out loud about. CoverGirl just came out with this beautiful blush. It's called True Blend. I am just loving it. It has a lot of luminosity to it, like some of the high-end blushes. And I just think it gives so much color to my mature skin. As we age, we sort of fade with our color, but we don't want to fade in life. And that's what I find is that makeup companies sort of fade us out and bring in the younger community. Now, another product from them that I love so much is from their Exhibitionist line, their eyeliner. I have it on now in burgundy. I have the brown shade that they have. They both last so beautifully. They're kohl liners. They're not waterproof, but these are pretty much the most long-lasting liners I've ever used. And they just glide on my mature eye. Yes, our eyes change as we age, but we still want color on them. We still want shadow. We want to do all the things we did when we were younger. Just because we're getting older doesn't mean we want to get rid of those things. As a matter of fact, I think I love makeup now more than ever. A favorite YouTuber of mine is Melissa55. She is just a beautiful, kind, loving person, and I absolutely enjoy her channel that she has. Now, she talked about this lipstick, Honey Bloom from CoverGirl, the other week. I've had that for a long time and love it too. Today, I'm putting it in the center of my lips, but it's a gorgeous shade for just wearing alone. I like CoverGirl lipsticks. They're very moisturizing, and they're really great for mature lips. One of the companies that you mentioned the most in your comments was LOreal, and I have to agree with you. Every ad, it seems I'm seeing these days, has a mature woman in it, and that is just amazing. Helen Mirren, who's in her 70s, Violet Davis, who's in her 50s. That is just such a win for the mature community. I have loved L'Oreal really my whole life. Actually, even when I had acne as a teen, I used that brand. It was one my dermatologist recommended. I used it in my 30s, my 40s. Now in my late 50s, I'm using their infallible 24-hour fresh wear. I've tried many of their foundations. I've talked about the True Match. That worked great last year when I broke out with rosacea. I still use that in my rotation. Also, their lipsticks. Ferris Nude is an iconic shade. I love that shade. There's so many I have purchased. They go on beautifully on the lips. They have a very high-end look on the lips, I feel, and they last a long time for me. L'Oreal is definitely a brand that supports the mature community. One of my favorite YouTubers is Mary Ellen from Mary Ellen After 60. She is such an amazing woman. She was a nurse and now she's a retired nurse and she's a YouTuber. And a couple of years ago, IT Cosmetics put her on their PR list. And what a win that was for all of us. Now, Mary Ellen doesn't keep all that makeup. She gives it away. She gives it away to her subscribers, which I think is just absolutely amazing. Now, two of my favorite IT products is their moisturizing foundation. I've talked about that so much. I love it because it has sunscreen in it. It is very hydrating. And when I did have rosacea in a really bad way, it did not burn my skin and it worked. It actually made the rosacea so much less noticeable. Now, also their lipstick. If you are wearing a mask, which pretty much most of us are, this is amazing. It is so long lasting. I bought it in the shade Marvelous. And it is marvelous. It really stays. I like it for brightening my complexion. I think it adds a lot of color. It's very hydrating, and I think it's absolutely fantastic. Let's talk about a couple of high-end brands. Charlotte Tilbury shows people with lines. And I like that. I want to see people looking natural. And she does a great job of that. Now, she has Joan Collins as one of her models. Joan now is 86 or just turned 87 years old. That is amazing. I love seeing someone in their late 80s rocking it. And Joan is definitely doing that. That just gives me so much hope for what's going to happen in the beauty world in the next few years. I really feel like this can turn around because of people like you that are watching this channel and writing and talking about this issue. Let's make companies aware that we really do care about this because we are on the verge of a breakthrough. I really feel that. Now, as far as Charlotte Tilbury makeup, you all know mostly I buy drugstore brand because that's what I can afford. But for my birthday, a little over a year ago, my mother bought me several Charlotte Tilbury things so I could compare it with drugstore makeup. This is the Film Star Bronze and Glow. Now, the great thing about this is it comes in a mini now. So if this is not in your budget, there's one for, I think, $29 now at Sephora in a mini, and it takes forever to use these. You really can get by with a mini. But these powders blend beautifully. I do absolutely love them. I love Charlotte Tilbury's lipsticks, the Pillow Talk. I have a couple of other shades of hers that are my favorite, the Very Victoria. And I just think All of her products really take mature women in mind. There are very few people that speak up for mature women that aren't mature women. And one of them that spoke up recently is Wayne Goss. I was just wowed by his video.
Hey everyone, okay, so today's video I'm going to be talking about cosmetic ageism, which is a subject that is rarely ever covered, particularly in almost any magazine. You almost never hear anything of it. I want you to be the most beautiful version of yourself that you can be at the age that you currently are.
He pretty much put it out there that women are ignored and that he wasn't ignoring them with his new line. Now, that is on my Christmas list. I don't have any of Wayne's makeup yet, but I have seen it on mature skin in videos and I'm just awestruck. It looks beautiful. I'm so excited to try that. Now, Wayne talked about ageism. He is feeling it more as he's in his 40s now. He sees how even as a male, he's discriminated against. And he sees how mature women are not featured and just not respected in the way that they deserve. Wayne's video is a must watch. If you have not seen it, I will link it below in my description of my video. If you just hit the arrow on the side, I'll have his video listed there. But I enjoyed it so much. I felt so uplifted. I felt hopeful after seeing it because I realized that there are people standing up for us and making us feel relevant in today's world. When Wayne made his makeup line, he formulated it where it would be weightless, where it would look beautiful on mature skin. So I'm really excited to try it. And I appreciate so much that he made this makeup line with the mature woman in mind. Let your voice be heard. Share this video, comment below, tell your feelings about how you feel represented in ads, in product development. Now, one thing I wanted to mention is that obviously this isn't all the brands that feature mature women. If there's a brand you would like me to put into a video and talk about, please list that below also. I've only chosen a few for this video, but there are many more. Sigma did a whole brush set recently with Glitzy, Fritzy, Mary. I will link her channel below. She has a brush set on Sigma that were curated brushes she loves, and they featured her, and I'm so proud of Mary and so happy for her. This is part of the giveaway today, is this Kabuki brush. Also Flower Beauty, I have a lipstick, one of my favorite shades, Berry More. One of the flower blushes that I love, this is in the shade Forget Me Not. It's a beautiful peach shade. And then I love Nivea Lip Balm. This is their Blackberry. And if you'll just leave me a comment below, you're in the giveaway. Thank you for your support, your thumbs up. Let's share this video everywhere and get the message out that mature women matter. We deserve respect. Thanks so much for watching.